Shalom. This is Sincere Milk of Yahawasap, Lion's Den. I camp out with Lion Den Hawan Ben Yashawada in Jacksonville, Florida. But first, I'd like to give a prayer to the Father, to the Son, to the elders, and to the Akim and women and children. Ka Halayim La Yahweh Bahashem Yahawashai. Bahashem Ha Roka Krodash Mahamath. In the name of Yahawashai, in spirit and holy and in truth. Double honors to the elders of GMS. Double honors to my elder Hawan. Salutation to the Archons who are the four corners of the earth in sincerity and truth. And to the women and children, Shalom. The Spirit moved me to do this lesson here because my elder did a lesson on this one. I think it was 2 weeks ago, or two and a half weeks. And it says here, danger of EMP and cyber attack causing blackouts. Right? I mean, what best way to do a global attack, right? So they can then implement the, bring in the digital currency, have people come to them running, hey, we need help, this is crazy. There's no food, people are starving, right? And what better way of saying that the Chinese, which it could be true, I mean, who knows? Chinese are sending out those balloons, but it also could be the Edomites, right? The so-called Americans from the government who are doing it as well, right? I mean, that could be getting information of everybody on top of the information they already have of us, right? So they can bring in that shutdown and then bring out the those high-tech weapons that they have against us. I'm only going to pray only a little bit, and then I go into the lesson. The title of this lesson, Stand Fast. Blackout is coming. Here we go.
The final draw card has always been a global shutdown of all our infrastructure, all our resources, and it would come probably in the form of an EMP attack, which you just reported on. Right after the break, we're going to get Mike's analysis on all of this. This is something every single person needs to be prepared for. And as I said, this is in no way, shape, or form an exhaustive list. This is just the few things that I've covered. Stay with us right after the break with Mike Adams. What do we do with the coming EMP attack? Welcome back to the Alex Jones Show. I'm your guest host, Maria Z, coming to you live from the land down under. I just want to, before we bring Mike Adams on today, who'll be joining us, he's an amazing guy, and I'm going to get his insight on what's happening with the cyber attacks and global blackouts that are coming our way, crucial information that everyone needs to prepare for. I just want to say, Owen Schroyer just mentioned he's going to be broadcasting for 10 hours today. Whatever industry you work in, you always look to the best as a benchmark of how you want to be and how you want to operate. And can I say, working in media, and a lot of people may not understand what goes on behind the scenes, InfoWars are some of the hardest working, most efficient people that I have dealt with in this industry. They are.
Yeah.
Including J.R. Nyquist, for example. And we know that China has been pre-staging equipment and personnel in the United States. They have infiltrated virtually every institution. They have staged police uniforms, fully automatic weapons, portable artillery units, mortars, ground-to-air missile systems that have been smuggled across the open southern border. This is all staged in the United States in preparation for an invasion by China. Now, this invasion could still be halted. I think if Trump were in the White House, he would put China in its place. But because the current occupants of the White House are working with China, or you could at least say they are influenced or blackmailed by China, we are in a very hopeless situation. We saw with the balloon that our military, under the orders of this woke Pentagon, and I think a failing administration, will not stop an invasion of our airspace with EMP weapons platforms. But here's how this is going to go, Maria. If we get to this point, I mean, it's not 100%, but they would use the EMPs to soften us up, to collapse our power grid, cause mass social chaos, total violation of the rule of law in every major city, just chaos, starvation, no water systems, nothing. And then after a few weeks of that, that's when China would invade. and they would meet.
Okay, let me leave it at that. Because they're going to use certain words that I can't let them say, because then they will delete my YouTube, like they did already with my other page. But as you can see, they show you a balloon, right? But in reality, we don't know what the intentions or plan behind it was. All we do know is that Russia, China, and America are having war, right? And that there will come a second shutdown, okay? But it's going to be global, right? Right now they're having even war with Israel and Iran, okay? So things are escalating. So the technology that they're going to turn loose upon all of us, it's going to be more than just bullets and guns, okay? Little tiny little drones, big drones, right? And those robot dogs, snipers. It's going to get real ugly. I want to go to Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in Yahweh and in the power of his might. 11. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Okay? So while everybody's getting ready, stocking up food, I mean, I guess you can do the best you can with that, but really you want to put your faith and trust in the name of Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai. Because that's the hand that we're going to need to get out of this madness, this chaos that's about to hit when it comes, okay? Give me a minute. Verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darknesses of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. That's all over the world, right? The Edomites are all over the place. Verse 13, therefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. Verse 14, stand therefore, having your loins girded about with truth, having on the brass plate of righteousness. Verse 15, and your feet shoes with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Verse 16, above all, take the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. And verse 17, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of Yahweh. Right? Look how the scripture is telling us to prepare so he can help us and guide us. The book only belongs to the so-called Negros Latinos, Native Americans, and speckled birds, 12 tribes. It's not for the whole world. Verse 18, praying always with all prayers and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverances and supplication of all saints. Okay? Because this Bible is our book that's going to help us mentally, physically, and spiritually. Okay? Not the things of this world. Okay? They're going to take everything away from us. No water, no food, no place to live. Because they want us to beg to come to them and get on our knees and tell them, please, please help us. Right? We'll do anything you say. A lot of people are going to do that. Okay? But those who are doing the work in the name of Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai, We pray that He gives us strength, courage, and endurance not to fall, and give up and surrender. First Peter, give me a minute. First Peter. Looking for First Peter. Chapter 5, verse 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walks about seeking whom he may devour. Right? I mean, they're using technology right now to record all of us, right? I mean, they already took pictures of our faces, recording our voices. They did pictures of our eyes. Okay? I mean, they're getting ready for the big event, right? The one world order. Verse 9, whom resist steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. So we're not alone, okay? This is going to be worldwide. 1 Corinthians, give me a minute. Chapter 15, verse 58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of Yahweh, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in Yahweh. You see? So it's telling us what we're supposed to be doing and preparing for what's to come, doing the work, right, in the name of Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai. Because He's the only one that can help us. Nobody in this wicked world cares about us. Nobody in this wicked world is going to help us. They can't. Okay? Only He can. The Son, Yahweh Shai. King of kings, Lord of lords. Our big brother. Philippians. Chapter 1. Give me a minute. I'm looking for Philippians. Chapter 1. Verse 27. Only let your conversation be as it becomes the gospel of Yahweh Shai, that whether I come and see you or else be absent, I may hear of your affair, that ye stand fast in one spirit, with one mind, striving together for the faith of the gospel. Okay, so while the enemy is getting their weapons ready to use against the Hebrew Israelites around the world, our weapon is the Bible, is the Word, in the name of Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai. Yeah, we defend ourselves to the best we can, right? But at the end of everything, we know that the only thing that can help us is the Bible, right? You can't fight our army with high-tech weapons, who are all juiced up on top of that, right? So we just call out the name of Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai to come and kick their ass. Some of us are going to die. That's part of, of life, right? So we're just praying that this comes quicker, so He could, Yahweh Shai can remove this wicked kingdom from the face of the earth. I'm going to go to 1 Corinthians. Give me a minute. Oops. Chapter 16, verse 13. Watch ye, stand fast in the faith. Quit you like men, be strong. Right? I mean, right now, more and more people are getting laid off, right? Are losing their job. A lot of people are still getting evicted. The reason they're losing their jobs is because the AI is taking over. A lot of people that went to college right? To be teachers. They're not going to be teachers no more. But they still got to pay for what they, the loan that they took, right? A lot of people are starting to be nurses. Well, the AI is going to take over that field, right? Bus drivers, truck drivers, taxi drivers, right? Supermarkets, cashiers are, becoming less and less. So things are moving fast because they have to bring in worldwide that digital currency, and they have to also bring in the mandate MOTB, right? The CHIP, okay? They have to put it in everybody because they know that once they do the shutdown, they know that right there the so-called UFOs are gonna come even faster, right? And those are chariots, by the way, that the Bible talks about. That's Yahweh Shai with the host of angels. So they want all those that are going to be with the mark of the beast, they're going to want them to fight their battle while they go and hide on their bunkers. Right? So they're going to get desperate when that happens because they want things to move quick after that. Where was I? I'm going to go to Philippians. Give me a minute. Philippians chapter 4, verse 1. Therefore, my brethren, dearly beloved, and long for, my joy and crown, so stand fast in Yahweh Shai, my dearly beloved. Verse 3. And I entreat thee also, true yoke fellow, help those women which labor with me in the gospel, with Clement, also with other my fellow laborers, whose names are in the book of life. And what women are those? Well, some of them are married to Hebrew Israelites, right? And others they're helping Hebrew Israelites. Okay? That they've been called also. All right? Because when this shutdown comes, it's going to bring chaos worldwide. People are going to freak out. You know what is that? That there's going to be no electricity, right? And if that what they call it, the EMP does kick in, which my elder when he did the lesson, it could happen in spring, close to Passover, right? So there's going to be no cars. They're going to be working. And even if you have an old car, I mean, how are you going to get gas from the gas station when it's going to be also not working? Right? And when there's no food, a lot of people are so used to living in the city, they're not going to go into the country and to go look for food. They're going to fight amongst, each other in the city. It's going to be a lot of killing, a lot of fights. It's not going to be pretty, man. I want to leave it with Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 61. 61, where are you? Verse 2. To proclaim the acceptable year of Yahweh and the day of vengeance of our God. That's right. To comfort all that mourn. Verse 3. To appoint unto them that mourn in Zion and Israel. Right, the Hebrew Israelites. To give unto them beauty for ashes, oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, that they may be called trees of righteousness, the planting of Yahweh, that he might be glorified. You see? And we are praying day and night so that he can come back, turn loose Yahweh Shai, right? And put things back in order. Because this wicked kingdom is crazy, man. Okay? It's getting worse and worse every day. So I hope that this was edifying. And with that, I'll say, Shalom.